Today's asking me question. Betrayal has me questioning everything. What parts of me should stay or go? And how should I nourish the new parts of me that I want to stay? I don't know what type of betrayal, whether this is a friend or a marriage or anything like that. And it doesn't really matter because the outcome is the same. When you go through something like a betrayal, I want you to take the part that's blaming yourself and finding fault in yourself, because you cannot choose or do anything. And this is the part I want to relieve for you a little bit. And I do this when I'm working with couples or whether it's your best friend. And I have been betrayed by more friends than I would even want to tell you and count. I want to eliminate for you right now the fact that you have any part in somebody betraying you. And often what we do is we try to figure out where we went wrong. What could we have done that caused them to betray us? I've had business partners betray me. I've had best friends betray me, all the things. So first thing is like we go inward and we're like, what did we do to cause that? But here's what I want to say to you. There is nothing you could have done. There is nothing you can do to make somebody betray you. I do not care if you're the biggest B or A in the world. Doesn't matter. There is nothing you can do to make them betray you because they have a choice. They can walk away, close the door. They can talk to you calmly about it and try to reconcile with whatever's going on that's bothering them that has them thinking the grass is greener somewhere else. They could hit, they could kick, they could throw, they could scream, all the things. But the point is, they have a choice, and they can make a healthy choice or they can make a non-healthy choice. So the person that does the betraying has a choice. They have a choice to betray or they have a choice to do it a healthy way. And that has nothing to do with you who's been betrayed. Nothing. Hear that again. Nothing. It doesn't matter if you're a B. It doesn't matter if you didn't fulfill their needs. It doesn't matter if you're not listening to them. It doesn't matter. They have a choice to do it differently, and you have no control over that choice. Now, do you want to act like a bee and push your spouse away? No. Do you want to do these things? There are things you might have to own, but I want you to know you did not cause the betrayal. Now that I've got that done, let's start to answer your questions. If you want to know, what do you leave behind and what do you keep? Well, that takes some soul searching, because really what you're doing is through a betrayal and coming out on the other side, you learn some things about yourself. And we are constantly learning and growing people. We are constantly evolving as a person. So you're really rewriting the definition of you. And when you're doing that, you get to decide what stays and what goes. There you have it. You do. You get that choice. Nobody can make that for you. Nobody can tell you what to do. There may be some things you need to still learn, like how to set better boundaries. Is the person still in your life where you need to set boundaries? How do you interact with them when you're like really betrayed, hurt, angry, all the things? Like, how do you show up healthy? Like, if that's something you want to do, then we have to learn how to do that. And you rewrite the definition of you. You rewrite what you want to keep and what you want to go, but it takes some soul searching. And you may not know the how, and that's okay. You first have to figure out the what. What do you want to keep? Which parts of you? And which parts of you do you want to let go? And in the letting go is the parts that you probably own in the demise of the relationship. But sometimes people can betray you and you won't even see it coming, and there was really nothing you did. I'm a big fan of owning your junk, but sometimes there's not a ton to own. That just happens. So whichever way it is, you own that. And that's usually the ones that you're like, oh, I want to let that go. So rewrite the definition of you. Who do you want to be? Who does God say you are? What's the Bible say? And you go as deep as you want. Because literally, this is what I love about the definition of you versus a dictionary definition never changes, right? It's just black and white. But you can erase you over and over and over again. I've done it multiple times. So there's that one. Then when you figure that out, how do you nourish it? Well, not nourishing it now is probably just lack of clarity of not knowing what it is. Like, who do you want to be? I have something that's called the Thrive Life Inventory. So go to thrivelifeinventory.com. It'll measure where you're at, ask you some questions, and measure where you're at in 10 life domains that most people care about. And as you're going through it, it's going to give you a score. And then I would tell you pick 1 to 3 areas, or just pick one, honestly, no more than 3. And do one thing in it to improve that you want to do. Small steps, small intentional acts, baby steps, doing them often. Doing one until you get it, then stack it with the next one and the next one. That is how you create a lasting change. So that's the first thing I would do, is go take the Thrive Life inventory and see where you're at, and then really sit there and say, which one of these aligns with my definition of me that I want to improve? And then go take the step to do it, and you're well on your way. But you have to have the intentional time set aside to do that. You probably will want to watch the videos that I have on the Purposeful Week. I'll link them in the show notes. And the Purposeful Week will help you figure out how to get to where you want to be and what's on your calendar. Because what gets calendared gets done, and what gets calendared is usually what we value. Talk to you soon. If you have an Ask Amy question, put it in the comments and maybe I'll do a video for you.